Hello everybody, Commander Omer Slicken from Slick here, and I am going to make the voice attack tutorial. Yes, in my last bounty hunting video I promised you guys that, so here it is. And first of all, a little information about voice attack. What it does basically is it turns spoken commands into actions, and it can be all kind of actions. It can be a key command stroke, or it can be just an answer which she's telling you. It can be many things. I'm going to show you that, or try to show you that. I'm going to make this video on the fly, so I hopefully am clear, and if it's unclear or some things are not correct, please send me a comment on this YouTube video, and I will try to answer them or correct them. So okay, voice attack, it's a little program. It is $8 or something, so it's $10. It's not very expensive, and I find it a lot of fun to use in addition to my joysticks, and especially in Elite Dangerous. It gives you a real sense of you're in the future and you're flying in space, and there is a computer that you can talk to, and she gets back to you. It is based on the Microsoft speech recognition system, so you have to start that, and you have to use that a couple of times. There is a learning curve for the speech recognition system. For instance, the word computer for me is hard to pronounce sometimes. I don't know why, but if I voice tech didn't understand me, or well, the Microsoft speech recognition system didn't understand me. So I did a couple of those tutorials or learning things, and you just have to speak, and she's learning from how your voice sounds and how you articulate. And I'm Dutch, so my English is not the best in the world. It's called Dinglish. Okay, so yeah, so if you do that, use the speech recognition system and then install voice attack, and then you get this screen. And as you can see, she is picking up every line that I say, and that also means that you have to shout out specific commands that she can pick up. When I'm doing my tutorials online, or my videos online, you see me sometimes shouting out a command during sentence, but she picks up, or voice attack picks up the whole sentence and try to turn it into a command. So that is what's happening, and sometimes that's why it doesn't work and I have to repeat myself. You see, this is the main screen. I have my Elite Dangerous profile load up, so I will dive into that for soon. But as you can see, she is listening and she's saying unrecognized. I'm using a recording software that isn't able to record as my microphone and the system sounds, so I can only show you what happens if you shout out something that she does know, or the voice attack does know. I keep saying she. Why is it a she? Well, I don't know, because she responds in she, I think. Okay, so I can only show you what happens. So let me pause and say something to her. Computer. Well, she is replying to me things you can't hear, but I will make another tutorial in Elite Dangerous itself that is able to record the sound. But you can see it recognized something, and basically what she is returning is yes, commander, because I created that. So let's look into the profile. So this is the profile editor, and what you can see here is a lot of fun things for me, like if I want something to drink, you can order something off the computer. And as you can see here, this is the command she's listening to, and this is the action she's gonna do. She's gonna say, my favorite coming up, if I yell at her Bacardi Cola. It's nothing, it's just make fun of it. But what you can do is make it a lot easier. For instance, one thing that I will show you, and one thing that I find very, very handy to have, if you are approaching a station or leaving a station, you have basically three things that you must do, or that I do. That is, raise or lower your gear, turning the rotational correction on and off, and enable or put off the lights. So if I go down here, I have start docking option, and as you can see, if you open one of these commands, what she's gonna do is press the L key. I have in game the L key connected to my landing gear. Press the G key, that is the rotational correction, and then press the numpad. The L is for lights, of course, G is for gear, and the numpad 2 I have connected to the rotational correction. So what is its enabled? If I'm going to a station, I just have to shout start docking, and she will press those buttons, and in game my landing gear is lowered, my lights are turned on, and the rotational correction is turned on. Keep in mind that she is only, or the program only presses the button. So sometimes if I come online, the rotational correction is already on or off. So if I say start docking, there is a chance that if the rotational correction was already on, it will come off. So keep in mind that it is just pressing the keys. It doesn't look at your state in the game, because of course voice tech cannot look into the game what the actual things are. So it's just pressing keys. I have to start docking, and let me put that on. Start docking. I have stop docking somewhere in there. It's not showing everything. Why is that? But I have a stop and a start docking. You can shout start docking twice if you want. That of course doesn't change the thing, but to give the game a little more relativity or make it more real, I created an off and on for almost everything. So the running lights are the lights, rotational correction on and off, and if you can see it over here, it just presses the numpad 2 key that is in the game connected to my rotational correction. So it is not looking, let me make this very clear, in the game and see if the rotational correction is already on or off and do the opposite. No, it's pressing the button, and I just create one or two to just make it a little more realistic. The scoop reset the power, especially the power options during a fight for me is very handy to have. These are just corrected to the right, left, and the up key, just as it is. I think that's default in the game, and I can open up. If you want to go all the way maximum, it just presses the right key for the weapons in this instance and say to me maximum power to weapons. And that's not the same voice as the in-game voice. I think the in-game voice is much cooler, but I found one that is a little bit sounds the same as in the computer. So you can do a lot of things with that. Jettison the cargo. When I'm thirsty, I just say I need a drink. Good morning, good day, good evening, etc., etc. And she just replies. So this is basically my profile. If people want to try it, just pop me a comment and I will try to upload the export of this file. It's not fancy, it's just a basic profile, but of course you want to know how to make a command. So let's do that. Let's type in a command and what we are gonna say to her. I'm using the same thing, but as you can see, You can also opt for different options if you want to start a macro for things. Um, if you press one button, it can do multiple things at a time, and this button is on your joystick, so you can actually, if you want to not say anything but you want to program useful for macros, for instance, you can assign a button on your HOTAS or your joystick or your gamepad for the docking procedure, just like I just explained. So just hit one button and do a couple of things. It's a very nifty feature. But let's go for the when I say, because that's the one I like the most. So when I say hello elite, I don't know. You have an option. Let's see if that works. Hello elite viewers. I don't think she will get, yeah, dangerous. Hello elite dangerous viewers. And now you can say do a couple of things. You can make a key press for pressing things, and here you just can get a K, add a key press, press and hold the key. Why is not working? Oh, I have to close this one first. So if I press J, and let's see if we can see that. Press J and hold for 1 second and release. So that's a key press. You can do a mouse, you can enter a pause in, or of course you can have say something back. That's other on computers little so. So say something in text to speech. You have a bunch of options here. Stop or start listening. Process all the commands. Stop or process by name. So it's very, you can manage your whole Windows desktop with here. But I always say something back to speech, and then I'm just saying hello commander. How are you? Okay, so that's I can press this button, but you probably won't hear it. But we'll go in game later in the next video, and then I can show you. So when I say hello elite dangerous viewers, she will just press the J button and then say hello commander, how are you? And now it's edited, so you can say done. Let's see if it works. Hello elite dangerous viewers. I hear something. She's pressing the J, but of course you cannot see that. So let's see if I can open up Notepad, put it in here. Hello elite dangerous viewers. And you see she's pressing the J as well. Okay, so that's basically voice attack. Nifty little. It's cheap. It can help you it can help you out with a lot of settings, with a lot of things you encounter. You don't have to take your hands off your joysticks or your gamepad or whatever. I find it very handy to have, especially when you have a HOTAS setup like I have. I have the Cytec X52 Pro. So yeah, a very nifty little piece of software, and I advise everyone to get it. So that's it for this tutorial, for this piece of information for you guys. I am going to finish this video up, and then I'm gonna start Elite Dangerous again and show you how it works in the game. I have to do this because I'm using two different kind of screen recorders, so I cannot make the video in one go, but bear with me. It will come online very quickly and you will see the result. Thank you very much. Bye bye.